game as a character.
All right, we are live. Welcome to the show, everybody. You know, it's going to be a little different today. Danny is not going to be able to make it this week. He is out sick, so I am going to be running the show. All right, and we got two guests. You know, we got one guest, and we got Mike. So, Mike, why don't you go ahead and just tell everybody, you know, what you've been playing this week, and we'll kind of get through this thing quick since we don't got too many people here today.
Right. What's going on? What's good, everybody? My name's Big Mike. I've been playing the Hitman 2 and Dragon Quest 11. That's what's up.
Sweet, sweet. And then we have our special returning guest, Trayvon Taylor, coming in here. Go ahead and give us a little intro and what you've been currently playing as well.
So, good morning to everyone on the West Coast, and then good afternoon to everyone on the East Coast. Like I said before, my name is Trayvon Taylor. I'm an indie game developer. Right now, I've just been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Assassin's Creed Origins as well. Just those two games at the moment. I'm just shocked that I don't really see anyone playing it right now online. Like, now it's just Red Dead Redemption right now. I'm like, whoa. Like, didn't Assassin's Creed come out like maybe a few weeks ago? Like, it's just not in the conversation anymore. But that's what I've been playing right now.
Fantastic. And also, everybody, welcome. I am Cool Cat Terry. You can go ahead and catch me on Twitch. And I am a variety streamer. I play all kinds of things. And you can catch me here every week with Mike and the others on the crew doing the podcast. And I've been playing... I don't even remember what I've been playing. Oh, Tomb Raider. Lots and lots of Tomb Raider. Like, it's melting my brain. I've been playing so much Tomb Raider. Like, serious. So I've been, for those of you who do not know, I've been, you know, celebrating 22 years of Lara Croft this month. So I've been just playing through the classics. So far I have played Tomb Raider Anniversary, Tomb Raider Legend, and I just finished Underworld last night. I'm not going to do the Origin Trilogy because, you know, we've all seen that to death. So I'm going to be starting up Tomb Raider 2 here next week and work from 2 all the way up through Angel of Darkness. So that's my plan. And then I also started Spider-Man this week as well. So I definitely want to dive more into that because I do love me some Spider-Man, and I finally got my hands on the damn game after, you know, huge delay. And for the little bit that I've been able to play, I've been enjoying it. It's been fantastic. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna be discussing, you know, a couple different things. But the first topic that I wanted to go over that's been lined out is the Golden Joystick Awards. So we recently had the award show. And yeah, let's just say there's a lot of at least within our group, there's a lot of triggerness happening. Like we're definitely not happy with the results that we've seen come out. All right, so that's where we're gonna be at. I'm basically going to go through, I'll show you guys, you know, who won, and then we'll kind of, how about we do this? I'll go through each category and who won, and we can just give our take whether or not we think that was well-deserved or not. And then we'll get to the big one at the end, and then, you know, all bets are off. We're just going to go all in, because I'm sure we're all going to be like, what the flip? You know what I mean?
I thought we were just going to open up with the winner. Like, that's why I was like, just say it. But yeah, let's...
No, we're going to get there. We're going to get there, because some people might not have watched it, because, I mean, honestly, I didn't watch it, because you guys all heard my take on the Joystick Awards last year, about how I said it's super BS. All right? It's an award show where the public can vote, and the public can do multiple votes. You know, they can just keep signing in each day and vote again and again and again, which makes it very saturated and biased, in my opinion. You know?
Voter fraud.
So yeah, so I do not support the Golden Joystick Awards. You know, I put my stance on that last year about how it's the most corrupt piece of trash award show there could be. All right? And, so yeah, that's what's going to be up. That's what's going to be up. So why don't we go ahead and let me pull that up so I can see all the winners here, because it'd be damned if I remember who all won, except for the one that, you know, super makes me angry. So I'm going to pull this up. Now, those you guys in the chat with me aren't going to be able to see it on Discord, but you will see it on the stream. So go ahead and you can flip over to there and you'll see it. So we have all these winners here. So the very first one, Best Storytelling, God of War. All right? So... me personally, I disagree. I disagree with this one. For me, I thought best storytelling should have been A Way Out. I really enjoyed that game when it came out, and I feel that game was forgotten. Like, it didn't get nominated for anything. It totally got forgotten. And that really ticks me off, all right? Because it was so well done. The story was fantastic. The gameplay was good. And it should have been nominated. And that's my story. I mean, God of War, I understand, was good. But my personal opinion, A Way Out had a way better, impactful story to me. So, that's my take. Trey, what would you say about this one?
Storytelling? Man, it's like I just started getting... I mean, I've been playing video games consistently, but I didn't start getting back to buying new releases until, last 2 weeks ago. So that's why all you're hearing from me is Assassin's Creed. But for best storytelling, though, I guess I'm cool with God of War.
You're good with it?
I just assumed it had a good story. Like, I really want to get that game. I have the PS4. It's just I've been delayed in getting these new releases, and that's why
I hear you. I mean, I'm even delayed. Like I had to put some pre-orders off and stuff, and so now I'm playing catch up.
But otherwise, I mean, if we were going off of what I just been playing, then obviously I would have to say Assassin's Creed. But I mean, there's a plot twist in the beginning. But like I said, I haven't played all the new releases this year, so for me to just pass my vote in, it just wouldn't work. But if God of War to win it, I'm cool with that.
You're cool with it? All right.
I'm looking forward to this Game of the Year thing. Like
he's like just skip all this filler, just get to the meat and potatoes here.
Guys.
he just wants to get to the big one. We're okay. Hold on, man. Not everybody knows who won this stuff. All right, Mike. What about you? How do you feel about best storytelling for God of War?
I'm totally with the God of War winning best storytelling. It had a good story. I enjoyed the gameplay. I loved the art direction it had in it. It was just a beautiful game all out. It wasn't my game of the year, but it was beautiful.
Okay, so you're totally fine with it getting best storytelling. That's cool. All right, so then, you don't need to go through all of them. God of War also won best visual design, best audio. What else did they get? Did they get anything else? That's it. So God of War got 3 awards. That's not bad.
I mean, it should win best audio, because the whole thing. Boy
is award worthy in your opinion? Boy.
Is he a boy?
Boy. I didn't play the game.
You know.
I understand the reference though.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it was great. I mean, Carrie loved that part. Boy.
Boy, I want to kick you in the face is what I kept saying when I was playing that damn game.
I want to kick you in the teeth.
I hated that kid. Like, I honestly never even finished the game. I just got so bored and annoyed with it that I just didn't even bother. I just couldn't stand the sun, and the gameplay, the fighting mechanics weren't my style. I am not a sword and shield type player, and so it wasn't for me. But I do appreciate the game for what it was. I think, it looked beautiful, and I understand that people love it. But for me, it wasn't my gameplay style, because I'm used to classic God of War, when I'm running around dual wielding and hacking and slashing it up, and then they went and they made it a sword and shield, very, technical. I need to do a lot of blocking, and it wasn't my style. But props to them for getting 3 awards at shitty ass joystick awards. All right, so we'll move on. Best cooperative game, Monster Hunter World. I'm actually kind of shocked at that, I mean, there's a lot of co-op games that came out. I mean, yeah, I do remember when Monster Hunter World first, came out. It was the big game. Everybody was playing it. Everyone was talking about it. Like, so I do get it. But, I don't know. I would figure there would have been something else that maybe would have, maybe took over for co-op. I don't know. But, I mean, I'm not angry about it, I think it's fitting, because I do remember everybody was playing it way back when it came out. PC players, I think, got it super late, didn't they? I remember, console had it, and then console players weren't even talking about it anymore. The game was dead. And then PC got it, and all of a sudden it was all over the news, and everyone's talking about it again because PC finally got it. And it was like, Like, no one cares. Everybody's played it. Like, you know, no one cares. But yeah, what do you guys think? I know Mike played Monster Hunter World. What about you, Trey? Did you ever play that game earlier in the year?
No, I haven't, but I've seen it all over my newsfeed. Like, I see people really like my friends, they really like the game. And I've seen a video about it where they're talking. There's these two dudes. They're talking. One was questioning why do people really like it, and the other guy was talking about all the stuff he did. And then the guy was like, "Well, you're a monster because you're the monster. You're going around. You're killing these creatures just for like pelts and stuff." And like it was very dramatic. But no, I've not played it though.
Pretty much, you're basically a glorified poacher. You're a glorified poacher. You're literally killing these majestic beasts, you know, for feathers and stuff. And it's like you guys, you're a poacher.
It's like Pokemon, and they took it up to here. Like,
you know? Yeah, you know, Pokemon, you're putting these poor animals into indentured servitude, and then, you know, Monster Hunter World, you're literally slaying them just so you can get a little something off of them. It's when you break it down, it's dark and nasty, you know?
Don't they talk?
No.
Monsters, no.
No.
In the video, right, the guy was playing out of nowhere, like, as he's killing, like, this, like, it's like this dinosaur-like thing, and it's on the ground, and it's, like, talking as it's dying. I was like, what? But that could have been just part of the video, though, in itself. Like I said, I have not played it, so I can't like, certain things I just can't verify, like, oh, did they talk or not? But, yeah, I got that vibe from it. You're a poacher. Like, damn,
you're a freaking poacher.
You're the, like...
And we're making it sound like a good thing.
You're the monster hunter.
Making it sound like a good thing.
Horrified.
All right.
I'm posting the link to the live.
What's that? All right. So some other
posting
ones.
The link to the live right now.
Let's see here. Best performer was Brian. Was it Descartes? I think Descartes. Probably. Yes. Descartes. He did the voice for Connor in Detroit Become Human. So that's pretty cool. I mean, the game was good. I enjoyed it, but not as much as the previous games that, you know, they did. For me, for me personally, I felt that Detroit was the weaker game out of all of them that they've created. And that's saying something. And I absolutely love their game. You know, so Detroit was all right, but for me, it was weak and not as immersive as the previous games.
Yeah.
What do you all think?
I enjoyed it for what it was. It had a good story to it, but like I said, I didn't get attached to the characters like the previous games they did, like you said. But it was all right. I mean, and I can understand what, you know, he was going for.
So you think for best performer, you think Brian here, you know, earned that, or do you think maybe, you know, the voice actor for Kratos should have got it for saying boy?
Oh no, Brian DeChant did a phenomenal job as Connor, and the way they captured his face and everything, he looked exactly like, you know.
Well, that's not him. That's you know, the graphic designers getting props to them for, you know, doing that. You can't give him credit for the game looking like him. Okay, but
I mean, they captured his face and everything. Just it was perfect.
Cool. But all right, some other ones we'll look into. Best VR game. Freaking Skyrim VR. Nah. I mean, I played some VR games, and let me tell you, Skyrim is shit in VR, in my opinion. It looks so grainy and nasty. Like, I literally streamed it one time, and I felt like I was playing on the PS2. All right, it looked like shit. It looked like shit, and it was like a huge downgrade. I'm like, what is this? I couldn't. No, like I don't understand how Skyrim got best VR game. There are so many better VR games that they could have picked, you know? Freaking Skyrim? I mean, no. Hell, I would have said freaking give it to Moss or something, you know? Freaking Skyrim? Nope.
Yeah, Skyrim's in the past to me, man. I didn't pick it up. I wasn't really interested in, you know, getting Skyrim for the PlayStation VR either. My choice, I would say Moss. Moss is really good. What else?
And I would have said Star Trek, but I think that came out last year.
Yeah, Beat Saber looked really good.
Oh, Beat Saber, that one is fantastic. Like that one, I would have been more accepting of over freaking Skyrim.
right?
Have you
And
seen
another
that
one-
game? That game is intense.
Yeah, it comes out at the end of this month, I think. And I'm so ready to pick it up. But I had to pick up the PlayStation
I was
Move
watching.
Stick.
Yeah, I was watching a streamer play it yesterday, and she was playing it on expert mode, and she was going to town, man, and she was rocking it, and she was working up a sweat. I'm like, that game looks, it's awesome. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that one, definitely that or Moss, you know, either one of those.
Another good one was Tetris VR. Dude,
Tetris VR.
That is beautiful.
Huh.
I don't know if you like Tetris, Terry, but
Tetris has been done to death. It really has.
But
I think
this adds a whole new level to Tetris.
I think I've actually, did I discuss this here, or maybe I did somewhere else. I remember there's actually, Tetris holds the world record for being the one game that has been redone, like remade and like remastered over and over again. The most. It has the most remasters, the most, like, you know, versions than any other video game in history. Like, Tetris holds the record for, you know, being done so many times. Like, there's like thousands of versions of freaking Tetris. It's crazy.
But the thing they do is they always add something new to it, though.
They do. I haven't played Tetris in a long time. I think the last one I played was mobile, and it was Tetris Blitz. Was the last one I played, but yeah, they definitely, it's not the same old Tetris you played back on the Game Boy back in the day. You know, they've definitely stepped up their game and added a lot of new features. I agree.
Oh, yeah.
They're definitely keeping it fresh. But yeah, you know, that anything but Skyrim at this point, I would agree with, because I played it. That game looked like shit. It looked like shit. All right, I would rather play, you know, the Skyrim. What was it? They did that special, you know, re-release of it for Xbox One and PS4.
That was awesome.
I would rather play that than the VR, because the VR looks worse than that, and VR should look better than that. You know what I'm saying? It should look better, and it looked worse than that. Okay? No, I can't. But that's me. But I'm gonna skip through mobile game of the year. PUBG Mobile got mobile game of the year. Now that shocked me, because I would have thought Fortnite Mobile would have gotten that, because I remember that game just freaking went nuts.
We're almost there.
You know, I remember. You know, Fortnite Mobile was didn't they break like a record for like sales or something for a mobile game?
Mm.
So yeah, I don't understand how PUBG won that one. All right, PC Game of the Year, Subnautica. Now that Subnautica's been out for a while. I don't know how that one got nominated. You know what I mean? Like, I remember playing that last year. You know?
I didn't play it.
Yeah, I don't know how Subnautica got Game of the Year. I don't. For PC? I mean, there's so many games they could have picked, and they picked that one. I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. PlayStation Game of the Year was God of War again. You know, we discussed that one. Xbox had, you know, Forza Horizon 4. Womp womp.
Yep.
And then Nintendo, Octopath Traveler. Now, I've heard really good things about that game. You've been playing that one, haven't you, Mike?
I haven't picked it up yet. I'm going to plan on picking up. Just so many games that, you know, that's come out, like between Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. Just, yeah. Like I said, I haven't even picked up, you know, Pokemon yet, and I wanted to pick it up and play it.
I'm happy to see Octopath on there, because, I mean, I haven't played it, but I've heard great things about it.
Same here.
And, yeah, it's good to see Nintendo have something that isn't, you know, a standard Nintendo, you know, like a Zelda or a Mario. So to see something that isn't Zelda or Mario is fantastic. So that's good.
My friend picked it up, and he told me he's played a lot of it. Each character, because there's like 6 or 7 characters you got to control, and each one has a different story. Each one has like a 70-hour story. So
70 hours. That's good.
Yeah. I'm like, that's what you're getting your money's worth on that game.
Yeah, it's just like I recently, you know, not too long ago, completed Shadows Awakening, and you have 3 different endings on that game, and it's an action role-playing game. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I've probably put, you know, 50 hours into it easy on one playthrough. So you imagine doing that 3 times, you know. So, you know,
right.
Just, you know, it definitely makes it worth your while when games do that. That's good stuff.
Yep.
Right, you gonna get a Switch?
I most likely will because so I remember last year. I remember the conversation we had last. Oh, since we're on this topic, I just want to say that 46 million, I will take it. Okay, I just want to let you guys know. I don't know if you guys remember.
I remember.
Yeah, I would take. I had misunderstood your question last year. I would take that 46 million instantly. I would give them 3 games. That's give me my 46 million. But, I'm looking into getting it. My programmer has it.
You heard it, EA. Go ahead and make this man an offer. He says he would take it.
Yes, exactly. I've been looking at the indie games that are on there, and yeah, like that seems like an opportunity, like a really good opportunity to get onto the console would be the Switch. Like we are looking at the other consoles as well, but I think the Switch would be a very good candidate. Even though our controls right now are meant for the PS4 and the Xbox One, like I would like to get on Switch as that like stepping stone onto the consoles.
Basically,
isn't the Pro controller just modeled after the GameCube controller? No.
Actually, the Pro controller is kind of modeled after the 360 controller. The Xbox 360.
I didn't know much about it. Joel said that it was basically the GameCube. So you're saying he's wrong?
I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it?
I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
I mean, it has extra buttons in the middle. It doesn't just
looks
have
like
2.
It looks like the Xbox One controller, and it feels good.
Okay.
Use it on the Switch?
Yeah, that's for the Switch.
That's the Pro controller for the Switch.
Yeah, because
to be honest, if I get the Switch, the first game I would get would be Breath of the Wild.
There you go.
That was my first game.
The thing about it, I'm not even into Legend of Zelda like that, but that would be the first one I would get for the Switch. Cause I like the shield. Like it's like you said earlier, Terry. Like I mean, I'm not really a fan of shield and sword combat because the games I play with shield and swords, they're not fun at all. But then like when I play like Origins, and then I look at Breath of the Wild, I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like especially like in Origins, I'm like, it's fun using shield and sword. I'm like, I need to reapproach this thing. So yeah, Breath of the Wild for the Switch.
Alright, let's see here. Critics' Choice Award was Red Dead. I see that. I mean, that game is, the talk of the town.
Right now,
it's the talk of the town.
Everybody's eating, sleeping Red Dead Redemption.
This is true. So, I definitely agree with it. Most wanted game right now is Cyberpunk 2077. I can feel that. I mean, that's something that I'm highly anticipating myself, so I'm looking forward to
I'm
that.
interested in it, but it's not my highly anticipated game, no.
For me, it is. I mean, I know Anthem is coming, but, there's Anthem, there's, what is that?
My highly anticipated game would have to be Last of Us 2.
Last of Us, see, I want that one too, but I have a feeling that Cyberpunk, I'm gonna get more immersed in, like I do enjoy The Last of Us, but for me, that's like a one and done game. I mean, I do know people who can play it over and over and enjoy it. I can't. I only played the first one once, and that was enough for me. I enjoyed it, but I'm not gonna play it again.
Right.
So I know Last of Us 2 is gonna be the same thing. I'll enjoy it, but I'm not gonna play it again. Whereas Cyberpunk, I think I'll get more out of it personally. I'm more into sci-fi. So that's going to definitely be more towards what I enjoy in games. So
that Blade Runner vibe.
It's got that, pretty cool. So, and then, let's hear. We'll skip all the others because they don't matter, and we'll get to the big one. The big one, everybody. Here we go. So,
the trigger.
They didn't even call it Game of the Year. They had to go and top it to make it even more cheesy and call it the Ultimate Game of the Year, which pisses me off even more. The Ultimate Game of the Year. Come on now. All right. Freaking Fortnite Battle Royale Golden Joystick Awards 2018 Ultimate Game of the Year winner. So, here we go. Now we're going to go all in because, I know we all got lots to say about this shit. Go all in.
Hey, do we got screenshots of the reactions over the internet? Like, did anyone really get screenshots?
Oh my god.
I wanted to do that.
I don't think I can show any of that on YouTube.
Right.
And you're right. When I seen that, I seen it from the corner of my eye yesterday, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, wait a minute. And I kept seeing it, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, whoa. Whoa. Okay, then.
Wow. But yeah, no. Yeah, no. It's like... I have a lot to say about it, so I'm gonna wait. I want to hear you guys first. So, Mike, how about you go? What do you have to say about Fortnite's BR getting Game of the Year for joystick?
I mean, I can understand why it got it, but like I said, it's not a real game mode. I mean, lots of people are playing it.
I agree. Lots of people are playing it.
It took over the world, and it's still taking over the world.
Yeah.
I
mean, Pokemon Go took over the world, and that came out, and that didn't get Game of the Year. Right. So, I mean, come on now.
But the developers, the thing is, though, the developers, they keep adding to it and making it fresh on the Battle Royale. They're always adding something new to it every week to keep it fresh. And like I said, every streamer you see on Twitch, YouTube, it's basically that's what you see. It's the #1 game that's being played in the world is Fortnite.
Yes. Trey, you got anything else you want to add for Fortnite Battle Royale? Game of the Year!
all I can say is, besides like PUBG, it did, like, I didn't know about Battle Royale until like I seen Fortnite, and then we had brought up last year about the whole PUBG thing. And I know I'm about to piss off people. They're like, what do you mean a PUBG thing? It's not just the PUBG thing, it's PUBG. Call of Duty came out of Battle Royale mode. Like, for them, I think Fortnite must have a big impact for a AAA studio. Well, it was already AAA, like Epic, you know. But for Call of Duty to come out with Black Ops and be like, hey, we have Battle Royale. And I didn't see Battle Royale until Fortnite and PUBG. So obviously there must be some kind of impact. It's like with Dark Souls. Now we got a game saying, "Oh yeah, we're the Souls." Like there must be some kind. It's like God of War and QuickTime events. Like,
yeah, like
there's an impact.
PlayerUnknown created Battle Royale, but Epic, Epic basically
took it to the next level.
Yeah, kicked it up and made it what it is today. You know.
Right.
So
now, mind you, hey, I was gonna say, I don't know if you guys. I think I said this last year. Fortnite was in Game Informer, I think back in 2011 or 2010. It was Epic's like technology showcase, like for the next game engine that they were working on, and it was supposed to be like response to Minecraft at the time. So to see go from like, oh yeah, this is our Minecraft alternative to like this, like damn. But Game of the Year or Ultimate Game of the Year, I was expecting God of War maybe.
Like, I was expecting Red Dead, honestly. I was expecting Red Dead.
Red Dead or God of War. But
or Spider-Man, like any of those three. Those three were the main three. God of War, Spider-Man, and Red Dead were the main 3 games that everybody was talking about this year. You know, they were hyped for. And and Monster Hunter World, too. So those 4 were the biggest talks, you know. Oh my gosh. But, all right, now here's what I have to say about this, okay? There's
like, people are playing, like, celebrities, like internet celebrities.
Yes.
They're streaming it all the time. Like, I don't know if you're the DJ Academics, but this guy stays playing Fortnite on his Twitch streams when he's doing his videos. And I'm like, damn, this game is getting, it's like, that game is up there. And I still need to get the game, by the way.
All right.
I'm going to download it tonight.
Now here's, you know, the Cool Cat, you know, fact check.
Already.
Okay, Cool Cat fact check, okay. This is why I believe it never should have gotten the award, let alone nominated, okay? This is why. First off, the game didn't even come out in 2018. It came out in 2017, okay? Game of the Year has always been the best-selling game that came out that year. This didn't come out in 2018, so it doesn't qualify. 2, it's not a game. It's beta. It hasn't even fully released. It is still beta.
Plot twist!
How the hell do you give a beta DLC add-on Game of the Year, people? It's bullshit. It's straight up bullshit. You cannot give... I literally made this joke freaking... The next time a Call of Duty comes out next year or whatever, I'm going to nominate Team Deathmatch for Game of the Year because clearly we can nominate goddamn game modes now. Bullshit. Alright? I can understand if it's a standalone game, like PUBG's a standalone game. Fine. But Fortnite Battle Royale is not a standalone game. It is an add-on to Fortnite, which it's its own standalone game. Okay, you have Save the World and all that. Fortnite's its own game. Battle Royale is an add-on. And it's in beta. Beta, people. Beta. Alright? Baloney. It never should have gotten nominated, let alone win Game of the Year. Okay? It's beta. Came out last year. Alright? Baloney. It's now.
I didn't know it was still in beta until like yesterday. I even
Yes, it's still in beta. How does that win? It's in beta.
I didn't know. Like I didn't realize it was still in beta.
I don't think anybody knows. That's I think because like I said, joystick awards are shit because the public can vote and they can vote more than once, and a lot of people play Fortnite. So like, yeah, let's just nominate our game that we're playing because we don't know any better that it's fucking in beta. Okay, but
beta.
It's beta.
At least it's not in early access, like some Steam early access type of stuff. That'd be even worse.
It's just, oh my god, it makes me so angry. It makes me so angry. But I want to make sure we talk about your project there too, Trey. We do have other topics I want to discuss, but just to make sure that we don't run out of time and can't fit you in, I want to get you in now. So why don't you go ahead and talk about how things have progressed since the last time you came on with your game?
Well, first, I just want to start this off by saying, again, I would take that 46 million. Like, I don't know if the audience remembers last year, but yeah, that 46 million. In regards to the game, we went from being like a 2.5 game, like, so 3D graphics, but side scroller. We went from that to being full-blown 3D. And
go ahead and drop the title of your game quick for those that didn't see you last year.
Bullock Mayan Warfare. So Bullock Mayan Warfare is named after the Mayan god of war and sacrifice, which when you play the game, you're like, that makes perfect sense now. Because when you kill your enemies, when you're damaging them, they drop blood. You take that blood and you use that for your spells. Now these spells, they do change. They affect combat. Like, that's kind of why I like Witcher, because you can use those spells and they will change combat. You're like, whoa. You can also sacrifice your own, like in the game, dude literally like stabs his hand. And like more blood comes out, and you use that. Like you don't have any more blood, you can sacrifice your health to fuel spells. Hence the title. It's in full 3D right now. We're updating the animations. The game feels completely it's still the core game, but the feel of combat is better. Supposed to be more fluid. Let's see what else. That's pretty much the best way to summarize it. We did do a graphics change as well. It's not super. Where's that sticky note we had? Oh, yeah. Like last year, this thing was like a nuclear red. I guess like people, like you guys remember that thing was red. And on my monitor, I was like, wait, am I colorblind? Like, what's going on here? Like on the monitor, my monitor settings were different. So I adjusted my settings to see what everyone else was looking at. I was like, damn. So now it still has the vibrant colors in it that it's known for, but it's not, the red isn't up there. The red is just a normal red. We also, we went over that. Oh, last year we didn't have when we last spoke, we didn't have the armory. So in the armory, you can craft weapons and armor. So when you're like taking over cities, you like take those, you craft weapons and armor. And then we also have the temple, so you can do your research. You research your spells. And then we also have it where you can swap out different warriors. You can customize the warriors with the armor. So you can customize your I call it a squad almost, but you're swapping warriors. Like you can customize them. So there's crafting in the game as well as research.
Mario Castillo wants to know, will the game itself follow a storyline?
Hey, I know him. Will it itself follow a storyline? Yeah, it's gonna be milestone based. Think of like games like Civ, Total War, even XCOM. So how would I explain this? So like the first 4 levels itself, there's a story to it. You have to complete those. You have to conquer those 4 cities, and there is a story element tied to it. And then after that, you have your next milestone. They're saying like you got to conquer these certain cities as well. So you can continue the game to the end with just those conquered cities. It's gonna be more than 4 required cities, obviously, but there should be about 50 cities in general. And ideally, depending on your faction, you only need to conquer a certain amount of cities to advance the story, because at the end, the Spaniards arrive. But as you reach a milestone, that means like, hey, I conquered this many cities, the cutscene will play. We're thinking of 2D slides for it. So like I said, think of Total War or even XCOM. When you hit that milestone, they play a cutscene. So it kind of became like a sandbox almost, which I was like, when I think of it like that's kind of scary because that's beyond scope. But it is a sandbox though, in a way. It's kind of weird.
Cool.
How it like turned out.
What platform is it going to be on? Is it going to be on like PC, Steam, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, PS4? What are you looking for? Or are you going for all platforms?
So right now it is PC and Mac. So the goal is, as soon as we do the release, we're gonna work on the console versions of it. So
Nice.
The thing is, where like studios mess up, they try to do all versions at the same time, and it messes with development. So what you have to do, like, you gotta look at your resources. So we're like one thing at a time. But there will be the console releases though, like that year afterwards.
Nice.
Did I give a good explanation for the people who are new to the game? Because I feel like the explanation I gave was for people who are familiar with the game and like, okay, cool update. But
I remember you giving like a demo out to I think Danny and another one of our
Achilles played it.
Oh, yeah. Need more demos.
Yeah, and I think they were the only ones who got to play it because it was on PC only. But yeah, I saw Danny play it. It didn't look bad. I was interested in giving it a try, but like I said, it's right now only for PC, so I don't have a PC can run it.
What do you have? Oh yeah, that's the other problem.
I have a potato. I'll tell everybody that
Yeah, he's got like a 10-year-old laptop.
Yeah, I have a 10-year-old laptop that does like no games. I use it just for reading the chat on screen.
I mean, if it can, you can play solitaire.
Yeah, I can do that.
Minesweeper.
But I mean, if it comes to like a PC game that I want to see stream, I usually watch Danny or Terry play it because they got that $4,000 PC that can do whistles and jumps and hoops and jump through flames and all that stuff.
I mean, I got my 1080, but now no one cares about 1080. Everyone's talking about that RTX, 2080, and I'm like, damn. My 1080 is still really impressive, people.
Right.
All right.
Did I explain it well? Like, let's say if this was a person's first time hearing about the game, like, did I explain that well?
Yeah.
I think you did a good job.
I think you did a fantastic job explaining it. It sounds interesting to me.
It's third person, right?
Oh, okay,
third person.
Cool.
It's third person perspective, correct?
Yeah, we're taking influence from like Witcher and Assassin's Creed and God of War.
See, now you're hitting right on the nail, mate, because I love the Witcher series.
Oh yes. So we had a cool conversation the other day with my programmer and I, because we have the dodge and the roll. So he said, "Why do we need both if we have the roll, right?" And my first reaction was, "Witcher has it." Like that was my first reaction. I'm like,
"You gotta have both. Witcher has it."
But then I had to think about it for a minute, and then I'm like, "Well, it's about levels of engagement and risk versus reward. You're gonna you can roll out the way, but when you roll, that's removing you from the equation, and you get to come back into combat. Like, I mean, the roll is cool, but when you dodge, it gives you more of a window to actually counter attack. So it just depends on like your risk versus reward. Like that's why we have both. Be honest, has it. But mainly, the game it has an Aztec Mayan theme to it. Even though it takes place in the Mayan region, there's gonna be some Aztec designs in it.
Nice.
You have different weapons. Like I said before, you can craft weapons. Each level is like a city that you conquer. You're either conquering the city or you're doing something to make it easier for the main army to conquer the city. No, you don't control the main army. You're like, think of it like you're like super soldiers in a way, like ancient super soldiers, because they use magic, and when you add magic to the equation, it changes everything.
Right.
So you're just special forces type of thing to make it easier for the main army to come through and take over. And when you take over, you get the resources. But at the end of the game, you are fighting the Spaniards. And yeah, that's the next thing we'll be working on. We're like, hey, let's do some end game content so we can bridge the gap in the middle. Does that make sense?
Do you have a website for the game?
Do the what?
You have a website for the game so people can go and look up?
Oh, yeah, we got to do the website, though. So otherwise, what I recommend, if you guys, we're in this weird transition right now. So it's kind of, honestly, yeah, if you guys want consistent updates on the game, then you guys need to follow my Instagram account if you want consistent updates. And I mean like updates where you're seeing me like build the level, like screenshots, like the level started from nothing and now has like, all these buildings and stuff. Like, you guys have Instagram?
Yes.
Like, those of you, like Mario, he's seen my Instagram. Like,
go ahead and drop. What's your Instagram?
Tenacious Trey. I'll type it in right now.
Yeah. Type it in there. Everybody go follow him on Instagram. You can go and get all the game updates then.
But I'll for the sake of it, I'll drop the website link anyways. Let me drop the IndieDB as well. It's just that we're in this like weird transition. So the game looks complete. You can also, if you want to see what it looks like in 3D right now, just go to the channel because I'm commenting on the chat with the channel.
All right.
Go to the channel and you'll see what the game looks like in 3D so far. That was me building a level, and I was like, well, let me just do a quick run through of it, show people what it looks like in motion. But the game, we have updated animations from that last video on the channel. So combat, it looks more fluid.
All right, so for those of you that are listening to just the audio, that is bullockgame.com. Bullock is B-U-L-U-K. All right, game.com. And then you can check out tenacious_Trey on Instagram.
Yeah, if you guys want updates, like consistent updates, behind the scenes type of stuff, my thoughts on the development process, that's the best bet. I post there more than I post on the Instagram account for the game and on the Facebook, on the Twitter. Like, that's, if you want consistent. So I might make a post. I might post in the story, but I'm posting consistently throughout the week.
Right, fantastic. That was good. All right, well then, everybody make sure you guys look into all that. The game is still in production, but, you can go ahead and in the know at all times as it, goes through development and do all that. Check all that stuff out, and then we're looking forward to seeing the finished product when it gets done. I know you've been working on it hard, so we're being patient. We're being patient. All right, so let's move on to our next topic, and this is an interesting one. This one can be, kind of, some people are okay with it, some of them are like shocked, and it was, reported all over the internet. But we got our source right here from DualShockers stating that Sony announced that they are not going to have PlayStation at E3 in 2019, and so this is a pretty big deal right now. So people are all, like, what's going on, and they also announced that, they had canceled, earlier they had announced that they canceled PSX this year. So there's no PSX for them this year, and then they're not going to have E3 next year. So, this is causing a lot of controversy. Some people think, they don't have anything. Some people are thinking that, they're saving up because, they're going to have their big PlayStation 5 announcement coming up. So what do you guys all think about this? Because they stated that they want to, that their fans matter to them, and they want to make sure that they have all their timing they need between the shows to, show off everything they can. And the only thing that they really are going to have for 2019, they said they're exploring new and familiar ways to engage the community. They also stated some of our biggest games will have key milestones next year, so we will work hard to blow those up. So that tells me that 2019 is just going to be Sony talking about franchises they've already have established that are having anniversaries. Right. So that's all they, because we do know they have other big games. They have the, Dreams, Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding, and some others that they're working on. So we know they have big games. Last of Us 2. Yep. So we know they have games that they're working on, but we know those games aren't going to be out within the next year, So they might be like, okay, we're gonna hold off. We're gonna wait, until we can throw a great big conference, probably do their own, PSX conference where they're gonna announce the PS5 and be like, yo, PS5, guess what? All these games that we already know about are gonna be PS5 games.
I feel maybe like during the maybe summer or next winter, like I said, like you're saying, they're going to do a PSX and they're going to be able to show off all the games they're working on for the PlayStation 5 and the previous games that they like, Last of Us 2 and all that, and say, look, here's, and then all of a sudden we're going to here's the announcement of the PS5. See you in 2020. Get your money ready.
You also have to keep in mind 2019, I believe, is the 5-year anniversary for the PS4. So they might
I think so.
Actually, no. So they would be doing, if it's not next year, it's this year. They're having a 5-year.
The 5-year already happened a couple days ago.
It was this year. So yeah, they just had their 5-year anniversary for PS4, and they've been canceling all their events. So they've got to be, they're planning something, and I think they want to keep it to themselves and do their own show. They don't have enough time to plan PSX and E3 because they're so close together. So it would make sense that they're not going to do E3, and they're probably going to just have a really big PSX in 2019 where they
That's what I'm thinking.
where they showcase, you know, the stuff that they've been working on that we already know about, and maybe do their big announcement then for the PS5. You know,
because you got to think when they do E3, they have like a time slotted window that shows everything.
They do. They're like, okay, you get 15 minutes. You know, what can you do in 15 minutes? You know,
they're like, here's 90 minutes. This is what you got to do. Slap it together and call it merry.
You know. Because they get the 90 minutes, but only about 15 of that is them actually talking. Right. Most of it is them just showing trailers and stuff.
So that's what I'm thinking. They're going to do a PSX, and they're going to go like when Nintendo does. They can go like 2, maybe 3 hours, and talk about everything they're working on. Mm-hmm. Me personally, we already know they're working on PlayStation 5 games, but they're not ready to show them.
Yeah, I mean, so. There really isn't anything going on for them, you know, because the big games that we know about aren't going to be ready until, you know, another couple of years, you know, Last of Us Part 2, you know, Ghost of Tsushima, like all these games are probably not going to be out until 2020 if we're lucky. So they really don't have anything to really promote. And
like I said, I've been saying all along that, you know, Last of Us 2 is going to be a PS4, PS5 launch. It's going to be
and I agree with you.
It's going to be a side-by-side thing and quiet.
Yeah, it's going to be a launch title for PS5. I already agreed with you. I agree with you because, you know, The Last of Us was a launched exclusive title for the PS4. Mm-hmm. So
and like I said, quiet will be in their trigger like, God damn it, I want a PS4 and Last of Us is going PS5.
Well, depending on when it launches, if they do it right at launch, if it's a launch title, they'll probably make a PS4 version. Because if you keep in mind, the previous generation doesn't phase out immediately. They usually keep it, you know, they still make games for it for at least another year.
Another year, maybe 2.
Until they can get everybody to convert. So Last of Us Part 2 would probably still be on PS4, but it would be a PS5 launch title. And it would obviously, you know, be designed
for millions.
It would obviously be designed, so it's going to look a lot better on PS5. And they would probably have exclusive content that would be for PS5.
If I'm correct, I remember DualShockers even saying when the PS4 first launched, it sold 1 million consoles. It was the fastest selling console when it launched, the original PS4. So that's crazy. And like I said, you put up Last of Us 2 as a launch title with the PS5, it's going to sell millions. I mean millions, because everybody wants to play Last of Us 2.
I agree. It's a big game, especially for Sony. So like I know like everybody was giving you shit saying that it wasn't going to be, you know, 2020 for the next gen. Everybody was giving you shit saying that wouldn't be a launch title. But I agreed with you. I'm like, like
I said,
we've been seeing this happen. They always Xbox and PlayStation do this every generation where they make their opening model. And then they make their slim model, and then they make another model. They do it every freaking time. And we've already gone through all of the models for you know, we've had your standard Xbox, you've had your Xbox, you know, Slim, and we have the, you know, the One X. You have the PlayStation, you have the PlayStation Slim, and you have the PlayStation Pro. We've gone through all of the phases already. That means we gotta move into the next transition, the next generation. You know?
Yep.
I just wish that the lifetime of the cycle would be like the last generation, like the 360 and the PS3.
This was a short generation. Like, normally they're 10 years at least. I think this one's gonna this was probably only gonna last 7. You know.
I grew up with the consoles. Like, that's why we're already moving into the next generation. Like,
this is gonna be a short one. You know. But I think there were some others that were short just because they sold bad. You know.
And you got to think, you know, Phil said it best a while back when he was with Xbox. They want to make them shorter. That way they're, you know, a little more up to speed on the PC. Like, you know how PC comes out with new.
This is true. This makes sense. You know, the consoles need to, you know, they get outdated faster because they're not. You know, if you wait 10 years to get a next generation, you know, PC's already updated twice. You know.
Right. So, and like I said, Phil said he wants to try to keep them, you know, almost on par together, or at least close to par. And rumors is the PS5 is going to be, like I said, rumors, it's going to be 11 teraflops. Right now, it's running I think 4 teraflops. The PS4 is.
That's pretty intense. I don't know about that. That's a pretty. That seems like my head's in the clouds dream kind of a rumor.
Well, and the Xbox One X, it's running 6 teraflops. So, like I said, it could possibly happen. Like I said,
I guess. I mean, it's possible. Things, especially if they're gonna want to, because Nvidia has the RTX, as their graphics card that's big for PC. So if console wants to, step it up, they're gonna have to do something to compete against that now. Otherwise, why would anybody go play on PlayStation or Xbox when things looks, that greatly of a difference between them and PC, So, I mean, like, right now, they still look pretty similar. I mean, PC, depending on your hardware, you make PC look better than console. But if you don't have the highest settings, they look pretty much the same. So,
yep. Like I said, everybody's big thing is, when this next gen drops, is they're running the 60 frames. I don't care. I mean, everybody talks about 60 frames a second.
1 second. I gotta yell at someone who's talking too loud.
Right. But yeah, a lot of the gamers, that's what, is discussing. They want 60 frames a second. Our Destiny 2, it runs 30 frames per second. Where on PC, it can do up to 120 frames. If you have the right running PC, you can do that.
Right.
Yeah, so.
I'm just saying, like, Skyrim is a good example of, like, the gap between console and PC. Because when they came out with Skyrim for the PS4, I was like, this looks really cool. And I'm like, but this looks familiar. I'm like, I seen this in 2011 on the PC. Like,
yeah, Skyrim has been redone to death. It's been redone to death.
They milk it to death.
They did.
Already though, back in 2011 on the PC.
I played on the 360,
That's why I started playing.
So, I mean, yeah, they've redone that to death. But they really do. Console does have to step it up. I mean, look at they have the hardware to support 60 frames for their games, but majority of games that are coming out are still 30 frame, standard. Right. And PC is already going up to like 120 frames.
That's what I said.
So we can't even handle 60 frames on console. They need to step it up.
I know some games can run 60 frames.
Some can, yeah, but you have to have a Pro or a One X to do that.
Right. I was going to say, Terry's favorite game that she's triggered about, Fortnite Battle Royale. If you have the Pro or the X, it can run 60 frames a second. Terry's always smiling like I want to slap you right now, Mike.
I'm downloading Fortnite. I'm gonna get it. I'll download it and then play it and see what this is all about. And then, like, hey, Bullock has Battle Royale. Don't tell the programmer though. Don't tell our programmer.
That's what a lot of people are saying there, Quiet. That the first reveal we saw for Last of Us was at the Game Awards. They're saying a lot of gamers are saying we might see a reveal date at the Game Awards next month for Last of Us 2.
Yeah, the real Game Awards, not that golden joystick BS.
And that would be dope. I mean, a lot of people will be like out of the seats if they show the release date for Last of Us 2. Because everybody's wanting the release date on this game.
True.
I'm totally hyped for playing Last of Us 2. I am totally hyped to play Last of Us 2.
I'm hyped for it too. Like I do want to play it, but like I said, apologies. I know Quiet is a big fanboy when it comes to Last of Us, but I know for me personally, it's gonna be a one and done. Just like the first game, it was a one and done. I only played it one time, and I was good with it, and I enjoyed it. But it was not something I wanted to play more than once. All right, but Quiet and some others I know can play that game over and over again, and and that's cool. But for me, it's gonna be one and done.
Quiet says Neil is playing with his emotions on this game.
Your feeling is alive. Mother's Day 2019. Mother's Day. Mother's Day,
fan, guys. You were talking about playing with emotions.
Yeah, it's like.
Hey, did they confirm the release date of number 3?
For what now?
Oh yeah, it comes out next year. It's coming out in January. Kingdom Hearts 3 is.
I was like, I hope they're not.
Yeah, but I'm already telling you right now, it's gonna get delayed.
We'll see.
It'll get delayed. Okay, they went so long with not figuring out what date they wanted, and these big games always get delayed at least once. So they're gonna delay. They're gonna delay.
It's already had delays though.
Yeah, and it's gonna have more. I'm telling you, it's gonna have more. It's gonna have more.
Like,
But
delay. Like, where's this game at? Like, come on. Now.
It's gonna have more. You know, it's trust me. It'll have at least one more delay just to for whatever reason they'll decide no, you can't come out at this in January because nobody's buying games in January. They're all poor from Christmas. We gotta move it to March.
So many games are coming out in January that I'm interested in. Like you all said,
another thing, or they're gonna be like, we don't want to, release so close to these other big titles because too much competition. We're moving to March.
You got
gonna happen.
Like I said, you got Kingdom Hearts 3 that's releasing in January. You got Resident Evil 2 remake that's releasing in January,
which is gonna outsell Kingdom Hearts. I'm sorry, it's gonna outsell Kingdom Hearts.
I am so hyped for Resident Evil 2 remake. I'm ready to play it. And Quiet said, "Woman," and he's talking to you there, Gary.
I can see the chat. I know he's gonna play it.
He says he's gonna be playing it 50 times.
I know, and I believe him. I believe him.
I got bets he's gonna play it more than 50 times.
Probably.
I said at least 100.
I anticipate Kingdom Hearts 3 to get delayed at least one more time, and it's gonna be because they don't want to compete against the other January releases, and the fact that January and February, people usually don't spend too much just because they're recouping from Christmas.
Yeah.
So I anticipate they're gonna bump that one more time.
Yep, I can see that maybe.
All right, it's gonna happen, and if it doesn't, then I'm gonna be surprised. Good on them for not doing it, but I'm not gonna be shocked if it happens. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
As long as it doesn't go PS5, like that's what we have a problem.
Oh my gosh. PS5 and whatever Xbox Scarlet's gonna be when it comes out.
Yeah, that's the code name for the next Xbox.
Yeah,
guys.
Xbox Scarlet. We got Scarlet right now. They announced that back in like June, I think, this year.
And they announced it at the last E3. And rumors is it's going to be diskless.
Which
I heard that.
Should be interesting. They want to go with cloud-based.
So I mean, I can see it.
Like to download.
We are in the age of internet, so it makes sense. But there are still people that don't have the best of internet to where they can handle it. Internet. And there's the people that prefer hard copies just for collectibles.
I remember back in the day when I was downloading games.
There's gonna be some, people that are gonna be upset if it happens. But you look at the percentage, though, the majority are digital. So Microsoft probably isn't gonna give a shit about the rest of you because you're a small percentage.
I'm all digital.
You are a small percentage.
I don't even have an Xbox One.
When you look at game sales, digital sales always are higher than hard copy. So the hard copy people, you're a small percentage in their eyes. So sorry, they don't care about you.
Well, I stopped at the 360, so I was like, I want more. I like the Sony exclusives. Like,
so are you all digital there, Trey, or do you buy hard copies?
I'm digital on the PC that I have, but on this console, though,
I don't even think they make hard copies for PC anymore. Like,
actually, I don't know how, but I bought a hard copy of the new Civ. And then Rome Total War, like Rome 2 Total War, but Rome was back in 2000. It came out in 2013. I bought it in 2014. This Civ game right here, the hard copy.
Mm-hmm.
Did I buy a hard copy? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a hard copy. No, that one was not a hard copy. I take that back. But
he's thinking so hard he cannot recollect getting a hard copy. People, so there you go. He's digital.
Yeah,
he's digital.
On the PC. But on this console though, it's like on the console itself. It is hard copy all day.
Okay. Okay. So what are you gonna do if Sony makes the announcement as well? PS5 is gonna be digital only to compete with Microsoft.
My internet is
a lot of people are gonna be mad, but I mean, hey,
they will be. People will be mad, but it is our future. That's where things are moving. And the price of these new consoles is probably going to be $800 or more because look at how things are inflating. People are spending $1,000 plus on cell phones, so it would make sense that their consoles are going to reflect that.
Maybe.
And if you look at the cost of graphics cards too for PC players, it's going to reflect that, which is around the $1,000 mark. So.
Right.
Consoles are going to step up too. Phones are getting more expensive. Graphics cards are around that price, so consoles are going to be around that price.
Terry, you're about the same age as me. You remember downloading games back in the day on 56K dial-up?
No, I never downloaded games. No.
Oh wow! I mean, I used to download games when I had 56K dial-up, and I'd
No,
No,
I never downloaded anything back in those days. I bought cartridges and hard copies for everything.
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
back in the day,
floppy disks. Go way
like-
back, floppy disks and all that. No, I know, I didn't download things.
like World of War, not World of War, yeah, just regular Warcraft. I remember when I had to download the game on the 56K dial-up. That I turned the game on, and like I said, my dad or my mom were like, "Look, you can download the game when we're in bed, and walk away from the computer."
Yeah, because back in those days. It would take hours, but back in those days, dial-up, they had hours where if you would use your internet after I think 9 p.m. or something, it was like free or cheaper or something. So you had to had to do all your downloading and stuff late at night when the internet would cut the premiums down. It was like, what?
Right.
That's old school right there for
I'm old school.
For our new blood gamers out there that don't know hard life, that was that's retro gaming back then. You only download your games after 9 p.m.
Some of those people are going to experience it. Some of those people are going to experience that. Like, look, I want to download this Last of Us 2. I better download this at night.
Yeah, it's gonna cost you a fortune otherwise. You would use up all of your freaking your limit.
Your data.
You use up all your data if you didn't do it at night. Oh my gosh, crazy stuff.
Thank God I haven't lived in shitty times like that.
Yeah, he's new blood. He's new blood.
Yeah, he's new blood.
All right, we're gonna switch topics though because we had a major release happen yesterday. Nintendo had Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee came out yesterday for the Switch, and so that's the big talk right now outside of Red Dead because Red Dead is always gonna be the big talk for now. But yeah, so Pokemon Let's Go, Eevee and Pikachu. Now, I kind of want to go over some things. The main reason we were going to talk about it is because of the online battling that they're going to have. That's the main topic. But I did find a really good article from GameSpot that kind of cleared up some rumors that people had. So for those of you who thought about getting it and then decided no because of the rumors turned you off on it, well, let me just fix some of these rumors, get the facts straight now that the game's out and we know for sure what's what. And maybe those of you that were thinking about it, you'll know for sure. Yes, I do actually want it now. Okay. One of the things was, is it gonna basically just be like a clone of Pokemon Go? And no, it is not Pokemon Go. Okay. The only thing that they kept for Pokemon Go is the battle mechanics. You're still gonna have to throw the Pokeball and capture and do like that. That's the only thing they kept. Okay, is that. So any other rumors you've heard about it being a Pokemon Go, on the Switch is false. Okay, it's only the battle mechanics. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so there you go. That'll clean that up. Okay. Let's see here. You cannot battle wild Pokemon, but you can battle NPCs and other players. And those battles use the turn-based system of the main Pokemon game. So if you look at like your regular Pokemon, how you have like your turn-based and your attacks, it has all of that. Mm-hmm. They did simplify it though. They didn't make it as technical and strategic as the old games. They did make it easier so that way the new players and the new gamers that are coming into the franchise can learn how to play that. Because remember, Pokemon Go blew up, so they brought a lot of people became Pokemon fans off of Pokemon Go. They didn't play the previous stuff. So now they're slowly got to get those people phased into Let's Go, Pikachu, and Eevee. So you still have classic battle, with the turn base, but it is simplified and a lot easier. It's not going to be super strategic. So you still have that, okay?
I'm picking it up next week. I can't wait.
So that's good. You do not have to have Pokemon Go to play it. However, if you do play Pokemon Go, you can transfer your Pokemon from Go to Let's Go. All right. So you can transfer your characters over. So that's another thing that clears things up for people. You can transfer stuff over. And Let's Go has a mini game in it where you can get candies. So, which is pretty cool.
Like rare candy?
Yeah, you can get your candies and stuff like you do for So you can still level up your characters or whatever like you were doing.
Yeah.
But you cannot transfer characters from Let's Go to Go. Okay? You cannot go to mobile, but you can take your mobile to the Switch. Okay? Just to keep that clear.
You guys remember that rare candy cheat back in the Game Boy Color? Pokemon?
What now?
What?
Oh, okay. So back in on the Game Boy Color, right? On Pokemon, the rare candy level up. There was a cheat for that.
What?
We're like, you guys didn't know that?
I didn't play that stuff, so I didn't know.
Wait, you go to the Pokemon set. It's the Pokemon Center. You know when you go to that computer thing and you're like, you can store your Pokemon, you can transfer over. Well, you can equip. Remember how you can equip items to your Pokemon?
Yeah.
Well, you equip your Pokemon with the item, and then you transfer it, and then right before you do that, now you have to save before you do that, right?
Yeah.
As you do that, you turn it off, turn it back on, and it duplicates the Pokemon, and therefore,
oh my goodness, I didn't know that. I never played.
The item.
Wow.
I used to
and you know what that means? You can duplicate the Master Ball, you can duplicate the rare candy, you can duplicate all kinds of stuff, and that's how people would like level up their Pokemons. Like,
my gosh,
that was the.
That makes me remember Borderlands. Remember the good days of Borderlands 2 where you would drop all your guns, drop out of the game before it could auto-save and come back in, and you would just duplicate all your stash over and over?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Remember that, right?
Yeah. That's crazy.
That was the code right there. I was like, what?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I remember doing that with my Pokemon on the Game Boy Color. Yeah, I remember that code.
Oh my gosh.
I had like God tier Pokemon back then.
Level 100.
Exactly.
All right.
But I'm gonna take on Ash now.
Okay.
But,
so clearing up more rumors. People said.
Actually, I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
To clarify real quick, Pokemon Eevee right now is sold out at my local GameStop. So right now, it's lit.
Yes, people are excited about this right now. Another rumor. People thought that Let's Go was just a remake of Pokemon Yellow. That is false. It is not a remake of Pokemon Yellow. Okay? The Let's Go games are entirely new games of the main series. They are heavily inspired by Yellow, but it's not a remake. Okay? Depending on what version, if you get Pikachu or Eevee, they will stay by your side the whole game rather than going into a Pokeball while you explore. So they're always going to be like a little sidekick. These games are set in Kanto, but we don't know the whole story, so at least you know you're in Kanto. That clears that up. Let's see here. Covered the other parts. Clearing up some more rumors here. Trading. Is there trading? Masuda confirmed that you will be able to trade Pokemon between the Let's Go games, transferring Pokemon from Go. Like I said, only one direction to Let's Go. When asked about Pokemon Bank, he said that he could not comment on that, so that we don't know about. He also did not comment on whether or not the Let's Go games would be compatible with present or future Pokemon games. Because normally in history, you've always been able to port your stuff from game to game to game.
Yes.
They didn't say anything about this one. So,
if you want to also trade with Pokemon on the Switch, you have to be friends with your certain friend on the Switch. So, yeah, that's been confirmed also, that you can trade on the game, but you have to be friends with that person on the Switch, and you can also battle that person.
Yes. Masuda also confirmed that the first 150 Pokemon, as well as their, I might say this wrong, I'm not a Pokemon player, Alolan forms, from
LaLa.
Sun and... What?
LaLa.
It ends with an N.
I'm pretty sure it's called LaLa.
Anyways, the forms from Sun and Moon will also appear in Let's Go. Okay? We do not know if you can unlock an expanded Pokedex when beating the game, like in the previous generations, but each version will be slightly different. We'll have slightly different Pokemon available, like, standard Pokemon, Moon and all of them always have some differences between the two different versions. Eevee's prominence in these games doesn't compare as a surprise. Eevee has been heavily featured with Pikachu in several recent Pokemon Center merchandise, blah, 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 blah. Eevee was also your rival starter Pokemon in Pokemon Yellow, which makes it the natural opposite to Pikachu, and that's why they chose Eevee.
Okay.
So that takes that. So you can catch the Kanto starters in the wild. So though it makes sense, when you think about it, this is worth a special mention. You'll be able to catch the Kanto starters in the wild in Let's Go games, So when GameSpot did the hands-on demo, they said they were able to catch both Pikachu and a Bulbasaur in the Viridian Forest. So that is confirmed. You can do that. Okay. Pikachu was found in the original Red and Blue. Bulbasaur and Charmander, Squirtle were not found in the wild previously. So that's something that they did clear up as well. Another thing is riding your Pokemon. So it showed in, they had the trailer where you could ride on certain Pokemon. And you know, the Pokemon has to be large enough to ride, though how does that, how that's defined isn't clear. So riding Pokemon doesn't require HMs because there are no HMs in these games. So we don't know what that's about. Okay, how does training work? Let's see here. They're not really sure on that either. The game has just come out. So hopefully we can get more details on that. But Pokemon, and you can use the experience share to grant experience points to your entire team. It was revealed during E3 that you can also use candies to strengthen your Pokemon. Like I said, they had that mini game. So you can get candies and stuff. So that's still similar to Pokemon Go with the candies. And like I said, the battle mechanics, you're still going to throw the damn Pokeball. So you're going to probably, you're going to want to use the Joy-Cons. More than likely, it's probably not going to work very well with the Pro Controller, in my opinion. If you've got to get that motion right, you're probably going to want the Joy-Cons. You know, even when in all the videos I've seen of people throwing the Pokeballs to catch, they've always used the Joy-Cons. I haven't seen anybody doing it with the Pro Controller.
You want to get this game, Terry?
I'm not a Pokemon fan. So.
Come on. You and I can have battle.
All right. Another thing confirmed. There is no breeding. There is no breeding and no eggs in the Let's Go series, my friends. Okay? No breeding. All right, you can't do it. I'm sorry. And then the battling system is going to be a little different. There is no GTS, Wonder Trade, or Battle Spot like you guys are used to. There is online battles, but from what we understand, it's friends only.
Right.
Friends only. So you can do online with friends, or you can do it over your LAN. Want to do like local stuff? You can do local stuff. You know. That's it. So friends online or local only. You can't go and be like, there's some random person on the street. Hey, you want to battle? No, you have to friend them first. Okay? That should help. They did say that they were going to have a 2-player co-op feature.
That'd be interesting.
So that they did share that with GameSpot, that Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee will feature a 2-player co-op while playing with. So you'd have to share Joy-Cons though. So that's gonna probably be a local only feature. Player 1 would take like the left Joy-Con, player 2 would take the right Joy-Con, and you would play together. So that's probably more of a to-go feature when you're not docked. You know, I don't think people are gonna do that at home. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool. So that hopefully that clears up some stuff, because yeah, when we last covered freaking the Let's Go stuff for Pokemon, there were a lot of rumors and nobody knew what was going on. But there, hopefully that, you know, puts that to rest, and hopefully people will decide maybe they'll go get it now, because maybe those rumors put them off. So, and check that stuff out.
Listen, I'm interested. I know I'm going to pick it up next week, so I'm interested.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen of it, I mean, it looks like a very well done Pokemon game. They just made it more simplified for beginner players. That's it. So think of like a more kid-friendly Pokemon game is basically what it is.
Well, we're talking about Pokemon real quick. What do you think about the movie?
Oh my god, that trailer was so cringy. That thing was so cringy. I know. Oh my gosh, so I've seen a lot of people saying, you know, hype. Like Mike, I know you're hyped, and some other people are hyped about it. But oh my god, that looked like such trash. I'm sorry. They did. Nah. They straight up. Okay. Trey, have you seen this freaking trailer?
I seen it the second day. I didn't see it the first day. The next day I seen it, I was like, whoa.
it blew my mind, Trey. I'm like,
oh, man.
Dude, this looks real.
This looks terrible.
I'm just like, I hope. At first I was like, wait, is this like some kind of troll trailer? Like, are they trolling this right now? That's like one of my fears. I'm like, what if, because it's Ryan Reynolds, and I'm like thinking of Deadpool, and I'm like.
People are literally going to go see this movie for 2 reasons. They're going to pay for the Pokemon title, and because of Ryan Reynolds. The fact that the acting of the guy that's the sidekick of Pikachu You know, has the it sound.
Deadpool.
He
Deadpool
sounded so cringy. Like literally in the trailer, if you listen to the guy talk, he just sounds. He doesn't have any emotion. he sounded terrible. All right,
It's
now.
Like,
literally,
people hear Pika, but then do hear Ryan Reynolds. I'm like, whoa.
The Pokemon name and Ryan Reynolds alone are gonna carry this. The movie could be absolute trash, but it's gonna sell well because of the names.
Yes.
That's it.
This movie's gonna sell well, very well.
The names are carrying this piece of trash right now.
Dude,
it's
I'm predicting it. I'm predicting it's gonna win an Oscar and an Emmy.
It's not gonna get a goddamn Oscar or an Emmy, Mike. No.
No, I'm telling you right now. If it wins that,
it's not.
Gonna be flipping shit.
It's not. It's not gonna get an Oscar and an Emmy. No.
I'm telling you right now, she'd be like, "Fuck this movie."
It is not. It is not. Don't make me bring Joel in here and have him tell you his take on that damn trailer. Actually, I probably should bring him in here so he can give his feedback on that damn trailer. 1 second. I want to see if he has anything to say about that trailer because he watched it too.
Excuse me?
Oh shit, just Raichu, Pikachu.
Right.
Like, I just want to see how that plays out. Like that would be funny. Or they had
John, you know what they should have done there, John? They should have got Ryan Reynolds, you know, Pikachu's voice, and they should have got Brock Lesnar.
1 second. Freaking Discord decided to do an update, and it cut me out, and now Discord isn't working, and OBS is being weird. And 1 second.
All right. But,
God damn you, Discord!
What they should have done there, John, if you can still hear us, they should have got Ryan Reynolds for Pikachu's voice and Brock Lesnar as Charizard's voice.
What?
Wait. You said Brock Lesnar is the voice of Charizard?
I was saying he should be.
Oh, I was like,
I blew your mind.
like, oh, yeah, somebody like that. Have like that Colossus Deadpool dynamic.
All right, I can't get my camera back on. The only way I'm gonna be able to get my camera to work is if I turn off OBS to fix it.
It's okay. It's all right.
I won't have a cam going forward, but at least everybody can see you guys and hear you all.
Yeah. But no.
But yeah, I got sabotaged by Discord right now. It literally was working fine. All of a sudden, Discord like blacks out, minimizes, and then pops back up. I'm like, you piece of trash.
Hold on a second. Let me.
I am totally hyped for this movie. I can't wait.
It's not gonna get what you say it's gonna get. No, that is no, not happening.
You don't think it's gonna win an Oscar and Emmy? Now, be honest there, Terry. If it did, will you be mad? She muted her mic. Would anybody be upset and mad if it won an Oscar or an Emmy?
I wouldn't care. I'd be like, oh, dang, that's cool.
Okay, hold on. I got Joel in here. He's gonna. They can't. My camera shut down, but he's gonna tell you guys his take on that movie trailer. Go for it. They can hear you.
It's a cash grab, plain and simple. Ryan Reynolds is Pikachu? Are you kidding me? And of all the things to like make a movie after in the Pokemon universe, you're gonna do Detective Pikachu? Like, that is ridiculous. Like, I would have loved to do like a real rendition of like Reg's Journeys. Stupid as shit. Right, but I gotta go back to this Iron Banner.
Mike says this movie is gonna win both an Oscar and an Emmy.
It will win nothing.
Nothing.
There you go.
Because it doesn't win liberal enough, and it doesn't have enough black people.
Damn.
It doesn't have...
That's funny.
Trev's like, what?
Hold on. So I just seen Jurassic World, the second one, and I'm like, is that the same guy from Jurassic World, the second one?
Yes.
So he's like the lead. So when that I don't know. That's interesting. That's funny though. But that's interesting. I'm like, what?
Oh my gosh.
Ouch. But yes.
All right. I guess.
All right. What's next up?
All we have left to talk about is Hitman 2 released. You've been playing that, right, Mike?
I started playing it yesterday. I did my first mission. The prologue kind of was a little triggering to me. You remember the you played the prologue?
I did not play it.
Okay. Well, you remember the first one, right? When they did this whole episodic thing?
I have never played a Hitman,
okay.
but I do remember that they did make an episodic one.
All right. Well, the game Hitman 2, it does episodes, but you got the full game, so you have to download each episode to start Hitman 2, and the prologue is the same as Part 1 in Part 2. You start on the boat. I'm sure you remember me going the boat mission on the first Hitman. Yeah, it's the same thing. That was the only triggering thing when you did the prologue on Part 2. On that, it looks beautiful. I did the first mission, got 2 stars out of 5. Of course, I suck as Hitman. I'll admit, but I was having fun with the game.
I'm a fan of the original. I'm surprised I haven't played the new Hitmans. Like I played all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I got my camera working. There we go. I went and I unplugged it.
There you go.
I played the second one the most amount of times, but I've completed only number 3, and I played part of number 1. But the Hitman series was really good.
Go ahead. Yeah, the Hitman series is great.
House, you're a hitman. You're doing all this stuff. You can kill people different ways, but you're not invincible. It's kind of like I look at like some people might get mad, but I feel like Hitman was like the precursor to Dishonored. Like I look at it's the ancestor of that. Some people might get mad though, because it's like that stuff we're assassinating people.
See,
like you're not invincible. If multiple people see you, you are dead.
Yes. See, that's my problem. I don't hide in the shadows very well in these games.
You're not stealthy. You're not a stealthy
exactly.
gamer. I'm surprised you even play a Hitman game because it is a stealthy game, and you are the guns a-blazing type.
Oh, well, see, that's the thing. That's the thing I like about Hitman, the previous Hitman and this Hitman. You can go in there any way you want. You want to go guns a-blazing and killing everybody and murdering everything, you can do it that way. Or you can go in there and you'll be stealthy as heck and do your target and walk out and not be seen. So I like that option. They give you that. Like when I first did the episode on the beach house yesterday, like I said I got 2 stars out of 5 because I'm not very stealthy. I went in there and killed my target with a expired can of spaghetti sauce. Then everybody saw me.
What?
Terry, what?
You can kill people in many ways. Like in that game, you can kill you.
You can kill everybody. You can kill anybody like so many ways.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I picked up 3 jars of spaghetti sauce, expired cans of spaghetti sauce.
It's important to know that they're expired. I guess this is important.
It says on there. It says on there expired spaghetti sauce. And I walked into her room while she just got out of the shower, kind of like hid into the darkness, and chucked the can at her head and knocked her out. Then walked over and broke her neck. Then we're like, okay, you did the mission. Now escape, get to your your ride, so you can go to the next stage. So it's interesting and it's fun. I think you'll have fun with it there, Terry.
Right.
The silencer.
They give you so many options to kill people. I mean, you can do it with a katana. You can do it with shurikens. Like he said, silencer. Your fiber wire you can use.
Oh,
so many
wire. Like if you do things that break their neck, but you do it like
you can go sneak up behind them, use the fiber wire, and choke them out and snap their neck that way.
Yeah, a sniper
so many
rifle.
Options. Mm-hmm.
Like, and don't forget, I remember this level. I had to get inside of a building, so I had to kill one dude, take his costume, take his outfit, to get me through this area, and then he didn't have credentials in the next area, so I had to kill somebody else to get his credentials. And it's like you're this
Yes.
And I remember there was this whole. I'm talking about in the old game. Like there was this mission where you're in the hotel, and one of the workers, if you go in the bathroom and hide, you come out and kill him, hide his body, take his disguise, take his tools, and you just walk on through with the power tools. Like, how's it going, guys?
Yep.
That game had it. Like, are the new games like that as well?
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing out. Like, I need to get the new Hitman. Like, I'm surprised.
I actually recommend it. Terry's even said it. The prologue for Hitman 2 is free on Steam. You can download it and play
it's free for it's free for a limited time. So make sure you get it before that deadline. I don't remember what the deadline was though.
But like I said, you can also download it for free on the PlayStation and Xbox also. The prologue. So it's your choice there, Terry. If you want to pick it up on one of those platforms and try it out and see if you like it and see if it's a game.
As well, or no?
Yep, it's on PlayStation 4 and Xbox for free as well. The prologue.
I'm gonna get it.
Like I said, and you can try it and see if you like it. If you don't, hey, at least you didn't pay a dime for it.
That was the game. Like Hitman, that was that like multiple approach to something. Like that was that like there wasn't multiple endings, but it was like the way you resolve stuff. Like it had that choice in it.
I remember.
Like that was.
Like I said, I remember streaming it because it was one of my first games I ever streamed, and Terry was in my stream talking with me, and it was actually I had people laughing at me, because of how stupid I was acting in the game, and it was one of my very first donations I ever got into a game. The guy gave me a $50 donation because I was making him laugh, and then after that he turned around and gave Terry a $50 donation also.
People, they gotta play it. I'm surprised it's not as talked about as other games. Like,
you gotta think, nobody's talking about this game.
This is a bad time to release because Red Dead is taking over. Like, no one cares about anything but Red Dead right now.
Right, it's a bad time to release because
they probably should have delayed. They probably should have delayed their release or pushed it forward.
I mean, that's what
came out. They should have came out before Red Dead, and they would have been fine.
Actually, you think about it, you didn't even talk about the other game that's released. It was like super silent. Spyro, it released the same time.
It did.
And nobody's talking about it.
I played that a little bit. I have it on Xbox.
Yes, you didn't even mention about you played it. See?
Because I forgot. I forgot I played it. I mean, it looks great. It looks great. They did a beautiful job with it. They did. But I mean, it's still the same games that they were back in the day. So they're, so playing them now as an adult, they're not challenging at all. I literally played through pretty much, did a full playthrough of the first game in 3 hours. So, yeah, I mean, it's this, I mean, I was hoping for a new experience because, hopefully because they did change some things from the originals. They switched, like, some spawn points and stuff around, but yeah.
Don't lie there, Terry.
It's beautiful. It's great for the nostalgia.
Tulips.
Whatever. I mean, the game's beautiful. The Spyro Reignited is beautifully done, and it is good for this nostalgia, but there isn't really much to it, honestly. Like I said, there's no challenge, really. I've known people that have pretty much played through the entire 3 games already, because it doesn't take long. Those games were short to begin with. There's not really much to talk about for Spyro, because you already know what you're gonna get. You're getting the exact same games. They just made them look nice.
Now, did you get you went digital on Spyro also?
Yeah,
right?
I got digital.
Okay, yeah, because I know you can go physical, and a lot of people are discussing about that. Where if you went physical, you only download, especially on the Xbox. I mean, people are talking about that only 200 megabytes is downloaded onto your Xbox if you went physical, and the rest is all digital. So you had to download.
Yeah, so literally, if you buy, so like you're still buying digital copies. You're only getting one hard copy game out of the 3.
Fallout 76. It launched also. If you went physical with Fallout 76, they gave you a cardboard cutout in the games where the game goes, and just give you a code and download it.
Hey, can we talk about that game for a minute? Like,
Go for it.
I haven't seen footage of it. I've not seen the footage. I have not played it, but I keep seeing negative reactions to it. And I want to know, like, have you guys played it? And is this game?
I haven't. I have not played it, but I'm in some gaming communities, and they're all female, and the women really like it. Like, I can tell you that. Like, I've seen a lot of reviews, and it seems like, I don't know what it is, but it seems like all the negative stuff I'm seeing is mostly men. I mean, there are some women that are against it too, but I've seen a lot of hate, and at least the female communities I'm in, they are loving it. Loving it.
Like my friend
I don't know. So now I have mixed reviews on it.
Right. There's mixed reviews on it, but like my friend Christian in there, I know he got the game and he's loving it. I played the beta before it went launched and went live. There was a couple frame issues and drops. Digital Foundry even said it that it drops down to 12 frames a second, which is not good for a game dropping that low. But my friend Nate, that I usually play with a lot on the PlayStation, he's loving it. He said he hasn't experienced those issues yet, but he is loving the game and he's putting lots of hours into it. I'm like, go ahead and do you, man. Have fun with it. It's your game. If that's your thing, go for it.
Yeah, I've heard mixed things. I mean, some Fallout fans don't like it because it's not a Fallout RPG.
Right.
So they're used to, as soon as you leave the vault, there's always a city you go to and you start talking to NPCs and you do stuff. This game doesn't have that. You leave the vault and it's just empty. It's literally, it's a survival game. So you just go and you kill things, build a base, protect your base, make clans if you want to do clans, play with other people or fight other people.
I was triggered on the game because when I did the beta, I was level 10 or level 12. I was running with Nate and my friend Zach on the game, and I think it's called a Scorcher. It was like a flying dragon. Or Christian, I can't remember what the correct name is. It was level 50. He came and swooped down and just breathed fire on me and killed me like instantly. I was so triggered, and I had to like start to the beginning with nothing in my inventory. I'm like, okay, I'm done with this game.
Yeah, so it's mixed. It's mixed right now because there are some gamers that are only RPG. They don't like survival base building games. Like I don't like survival base building games. So I can see why they don't like it. But then I've also seen other hardcore Fallout fans that are loving it. So I mean, I would say give it a try. If you have a friend who has it or rent it or something, give it a try. If you like it, buy it.
They didn't pull a Dragon Age 2 on the fans, did they?
I don't think.
This is a different genre. This isn't an RPG.
No. I know that, but I mean, like, you guys remember when Dragon Age 2 came out?
I love that game. I love that game, and the only reason why that game. Yeah, I love that game. It's a fantastic game. The only reason people hated it is because the PC gamers got butthurt that it was more designed for console gamers and not PC. That's the only thing.
And stuff. Maybe that's a bad. I'm saying like the level of negative reaction going from like one game to the next. Like, oh yeah, I'm playing the sequel or whatever, and it's like, no, this isn't like what I wanted. This isn't like the first game I played. Like, what's going on here? Like, was it that kind of reaction? Mm-hmm. Like how you say like they wanted an RPG and they got a survival game, and they're like, yo, what's going on here? Was it like that level?
Somewhat, because there are a lot of Fallout fans that want the true RPG that they're used to that has co-op, but they're not getting that. They're getting a survival base building game.
Right.
And so you're gonna have the players that are okay with that because they have plenty of friends to play with and they're have the time of their lives. And then you have the gamers that don't want to worry about their base being destroyed by other players.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're not liking it. So it's it's just because of the genre. Not everybody likes survival base building,
Like my friend Zach, he was playing it yesterday. Some dude was offline, and he went into this person's building and just wrecked it and totally destroyed it. And he was a wanted person after that. Yeah, you become wanted, and that if anybody's like playing online, then that person can, come and wreck you and kill you and take everything you have. And when you become wanted. Yeah.
I want my next Elder Scrolls. Like, I need my, like, Skyrim. I need my next Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, we will get that after. They'll start working on that when Cyberpunk is done.
Right.
Not Cyberpunk. Was it Starfield or whatever? That's what they're working on. Starfield?
Yeah, Starfield. And I know in Fallout 76, there's no NPCs to talk to get quests.
Yeah, there's no NPCs. There's none. The only people you're going to see are your friends or other players. That's it.
Yes. You pick up quests through picking up the monitors or talking to monitors. But other than that, like I said, it's to each to their own. To everybody who wants to play the game.
Yeah, so it's a different genre. So I mean, yeah, you're going to have your core fans of Fallout that only play RPG. And they're going to hate it. And then you're going to have your fans that love Fallout. They don't care what genre it is. It's Fallout. They're going to love it. And then you're gonna have people that, you know, come and go with Fallout, and, you know, gonna be, you know, either they're gonna like it or not. It just depends pretty much at that point. Do you like survival base building? Because if you're down with that, then you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. Outside of the fact that it's Bethesda and it's gonna be buggy as hell. You know, that is, even the people that praise the game all admit that they have to deal with a lot of bugs. But then they always admit, you know, it's expected, it's Bethesda, which is sad, you know, because you should never be, you know, you should never have that reputation of knowing that you're going to produce a buggy product.
I mean, they even came out on E3 last year and joked about their games being buggy.
which is ridiculous. You know, why would you be proud of having that reputation? You know? You know, and they need to up their stuff too, because Fallout always looks dated. Even when it's a new game, it looks dated. Like, I've seen some gameplay of 76, and it looks dated as hell. You know? Like, they don't ever try to do anything better. You know? They just kind of keep to the same formula. You know, they never try to, you know, step outside of that box and try to make their stuff better. And it's sad. They keep giving us the same buggy shit and the same graphics that we've had for 2 generations. You know? So I just want to see I want to see a Fallout game take to the next level. Something that looks freaking amazing and doesn't have a shit ton of bugs. Bugs, yes, bugs are expected, but not to that extent that Bethesda has. You know? I mean, I don't think there's a video game ever that hasn't had bugs in it, you know? It's common.
Oh, yeah, true.
All games have bugs. But not to Bethesda standards where it's like, you know, over the top, you know, your character is falling through the floor, going through walls, or floating in the goddamn air, you know? So, you know, I mean, look at Skyrim. Skyrim has been redone to death, and it's still as buggy now as it was when it first came out. You know?
Yeah, Skyrim's a good example of that. Like,
you know, so, like, Bethesda doesn't care. You know, how do you go and improve upon a game without improving upon the game?
Actually, speaking about that, the next, Peter Hines even said the next game that comes out, Skyrim 6, that when they're working on it.
Not Skyrim 6, Elder Scrolls 6.
Well, it's Elder Scrolls 6, my bad. Not Skyrim 6.
Elder Scrolls, each one is always based off of a country. Okay, Skyrim was its own country. You had Morrowind, you had Oblivion, you had their own thing.
Yes, this is true, Christian. Red Dead has just as many bugs. I agree. But what Peter Hines said, that with the next game they're making, Elder Scrolls 6, when it comes out, they're going to use the same engine from Fallout and Skyrim. So they've been using that same engine.
Exactly. They're not improving anything. You know? They're not improving anything.
Me personally, I think it's time for a new engine.
They do.
I mean,
yes.
Even what's it called? Telltale Games, the newest Walking Dead game they put out, had a new engine in it, because they were using the same engine. It's time for, you know, I'm just saying, it's time for a new engine.
Yes, they need to improve. They need to improve.
It's time for an update.
It's depressing. It's depressing. Like, I enjoy Fallout games. I do. But it's depressing when I get a new one and I feel like I'm still playing Fallout 3 because it looks the damn same. You know?
Right.
It's depressing. I'm like, wait a minute, it's 2018. Why does it look like I'm playing a game from 2005? You know?
Why does it look like you're playing on the Xbox 360, right?
Exactly. You know? It's just depressing. You know? And I agree, Red Dead is buggy, but you know what? The difference with that is, freaking, they don't have the reputation of throwing out buggy games, you know? Not like Bethesda. You go and buy one of their games, you don't expect to be filled with bugs. You buy a Bethesda game, you expect it, you know? That's the difference.
We just accepted it.
Yeah.
You know?
But any more topics you got?
The other one I don't really think
hey man,
is,
that contest.
I don't think there's you do have your contest, but there's only one more topic, but there's really no reason for us to talk about it because it was mostly a topic for Danny. But since he's not here, he wanted to cover the release for freaking Sunset Overdrive. Sunset Overdrive recently got released on PC finally after how many years? So it's finally on PC. And he was playing it yesterday, and so he wanted to talk about it, but he's not here, so we're gonna skip it because no one gives a shit about Sunset Overdrive. So
I played it I played it on the Xbox.
Is it
You
good?
know?
It's alright.
That game was awful. That game was awful.
It's not my cup of tea.
It's bad. There's a reason why the Xbox really expected that game to be like a big thing for them, and it flopped. All right. Oh no.
Went copper.
It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
But all right. Why don't we go ahead and have Trey go through, because he recently had a contest. He threw it up in our Facebook group as well as in some other groups for a contest. Why don't you go ahead and explain what the contest was, and then go ahead and do your winners.
Okay, so the contest, right? We were looking to improve the game for Bullet because we're going a new direction, not like a complete 360, like not a complete 180, but it's like we're trying to improve it and be more in touch with the fans. Like me personally, I've just been more in touch with the fans and getting feedback. So the survey had some basic questions on it, such as what genre of games do you play? Why do you like games like God of War and Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Origins and Witcher 3? I think Witcher 3 was on there. It had on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you to play a game with an Aztec Mayan theme? And then what was the other question? Hold on a second. The other question was...
Oh yeah, here's the post too. I'll show it on stream so you guys can see it's legit. He did post, a $25 gift card, as well as if you showed that you shared the game, you could some games. It's legit. There it is.
Yeah.
He did post this. This is real. All right, so he's gonna go ahead and reveal it. And from the way it looks like only two or three people did the second part where they showed a screenshot of sharing that they actually shared this with other people. So that was for to win the games, correct? And then those who did the survey was for the gift card.
Right. If you did a survey, you didn't even have to put in your email. You just need to do the survey. Well, then again though, how are you supposed to win this? Wait a minute, how am I supposed to send you the thing if you didn't put your email in it? Okay then. But mainly just by doing the survey, you have a chance to win the $25 gift card. This is all at random. And then if you were to share the survey to 10 different people, 10 of your friends, then you had a chance to win either Red Dead Redemption 2, Witcher 3, Assassin's Creed Origin, or Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Did I miss another game? And it was like for whatever platform you wanted on, whether it's physical or digital. I can ship it to you. I would say the latest, so like the prizes would be shipped out the latest, probably around December at the latest. But there was one person from Instagram who followed the instructions too on how to get the game. So let's see how many. So what I'm gonna do real quick, we can, if y'all can we do screen shares on here or no?
Yeah, you can do a screen share.
Hold on a sec. Hold on.
You'll hit the little screen share button, and then you can pick which monitor you want it to show.
So since there was like 60 people, and I seen a person trying to enter the contest, they did the survey like in the morning, and I'm like, that's cool and all, but you're not in the contest, bro.
They did it like a day late.
Yeah, like I'm like, yo, there were 60 people who entered in, so that's 60 potential people for the gift card. So what I'm gonna do is let me filter the Excel sheet real quick by the email, and then from there I'm just gonna choose a number. Unless y'all want to choose. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. Why don't I? Okay, so I'll filter the Excel sheet, and then I'll tell you the number, right? Like the range. And then you guys just choose a number, and then that's for the gift card. But the game is easy because there's only 4 of y'all. I'm just gonna like throw it into this basket thing, and then randomly.
If you want to make it look a little better, I can throw up my program I use for my giveaways, and it'll actually spin names.
You do giveaways?
Yeah, I do.
We have much to talk about then. Okay, yeah. Let's do that. That way it's better.
That works.
So let's start with the gift card. So on my end, so are you using the program for the game or both the game and?
I'll do it for the people for the game. For your number thing, yeah, you can just like Christian said, you can just do like a number generator and have it pick a number. Or
Dude, awesome.
I can do that on stream so that way everybody sees. So they know that we're not making it up. Let me Google one real fast.
Hella funny, cause I was like, thank God, cause I'm
1 through 60, huh?
Yes, yeah. Let me filter real quick.
Number.
I'm just like.
Yeah, you won't even have to. This way, you won't have to show anything. You can just like pick the number and then just show like I guess the name with the number. Make sure their emails aren't being displayed though.
Right. So share the screen.
I can find these.
Fuck. Hold on. Filter by values. So hold on. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with this thing? Yo, filter by values. 9. Remove blanks.
Overly complicated.
Okay, blanks aren't showing, so technically there's only no. There's still blanks. Hold on. I'm trying to remove the blanks. Okay. Why is it displaying blanks though? There shouldn't. Wait, no. Oh, so there were 6. Oh, okay. So then, hold on.
All right, I got one. Let me throw it up so everybody can see it. All right, so we have a number generator between 1 and 60. It's going through numbers, and then I just have to hit the stop button, I guess, and it will stop on 1. You guys ready?
All right, don't do that yet. Don't do that yet.
I won't do it yet. You tell me when. But it's
okay.
cycling
So
through.
for the gift card, right? For the gift card.
This is for the gift card.
Yeah, for the gift card, 52 people qualify for the gift card.
52. So hold on, let me change this 1 through 52. Stop. 1 through 52.
Okay.
Hold on.
Now, do you want me to? So should I share my Excel sheet or?
You don't need to show that. No, I'll just pick a number and then just show the. You can share the sheet, but only show like the person's name with the number, so we know that part's right.
Oh, that's the problem. It didn't attach their name to the email, so it's like I have to email them.
Okay, then we'll just pick the number then, and then you can email the individual because I don't want to share their email on the stream because that's their private information.
Okay,
right,
so it's 52, and then okay. Now just know since it's filtered out, that means it's 52, but but it's not like 1 through 50. It's not 1 through 52 since there was about 8. My math is wrong.
Your math is wrong right now? You're struggling, man. You're struggling.
It feels like 9 people removed. That means it's like, there's 52, but a person can be number 27. But there's no, like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like that original number on the Excel sheet. So go ahead and, for the gift card, go ahead and press the button when you're ready.
Okay, well, let's hope that the number works. Whatever number comes up. Crashing. There we go. And then stop. 36.
Oh. Number 36?
Number 36.
The winner is, number 36. Let's find out who number 36 is for this gift card. What? Number 36? Let's see. Oh, shit! Hold on. I know this guy. You want me to say the name?
You can see, so you can say their name.
Kevin Domes! Hey, I'm gonna DM him. Hold on a sec. This dude won hold on. Tevin Domes is number 6.
Ooh, congrats to, what's his name, Devin?
No, Tevin. I'm gonna hold on.
Tevin. All right, congrats.
Hold on a sec. Hold on. I'm gonna put it in the story too. Hold on. What? That's like. Wait a minute. I'm shocked. This dude. Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on a sec.
Hold on, everybody.
That's like a bamboozlement of. Hold on.
And then when you're ready, tell me the names. When you're done with that, tell me the names for the other one, and I'll use my program, and it'll look super awesome.
Yeah. Who? Okay, so Terry for surely she followed the instructions. Devontae Hummer, he followed the instructions.
I spelled Devontae? I spell that.
Yeah, Devontae is. Hold on a sec. What? Hold on a sec. Hold on. DAVONTE. Last name? Do we put the last name or no?
We're just gonna do first names. So me, Devontae. Who else?
And then there was someone. Okay, in the group, Facebook group, somebody else had. Somebody else had posted like they sent out the message or something. It's in the platform group.
Okay, let me look. I'll look it up. This other person's name. Man, you were not prepared for this, dude.
Who?
You. I figured you had all the names ready to go, man. Oh my gosh.
I was like
Christian.
It was Christian. Okay.
Yeah, it was Christian was the other. So Christian. All right, Christian was the other. I like Christian.
Hold on a sec. No, there was this one guy. He said he shared it to the other group, so I went back and like commented. I was like, "Hey, don't forget, man. This is how you got to do it." Now I hope he followed the instructions too, because it would be a shame.
So Christian is added. Who else? Who else? So it's Christian, Devontae, myself, and one other. So who's the mystery person?
I'm trying to find out because on that post too, it had like 5 shares. So I'm like, hold on.
Oh, so they don't qualify. They didn't make the 10.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't qualify. I'm gonna double check though.
Okay.
Leave no stone unturned. Hold on. Okay, well I guess it's just y'all 3 now.
All right.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and I'll spin it.
Run the play. I don't know how this is gonna work, but run the.
You'll see it on stream. You'll see it on stream. It's gonna look awesome.
Oh,
all right,
yeah,
my friends. So here we go. So Christian, Devontae, and myself. Good luck, everybody.
Spin that wheel, Vanna White.
Spinning it! It's gonna have my catchphrase on it for my stream, but it's okay.
That's all good.
I'm gonna like I'm gonna record it on my Instagram live. No, not
Woo!
Instagram.
Who's the lucky winner of the video game? Do the 3 of us.
Drum roll, please.
It's spinning. Slow it down. Slow it down. And the lucky winner is... It's me!
There you go.
There's legit.
So Terry won.
I won.
Terry won the video
It was
game.
almost Devontae, though. It was almost Devontae, you know. So
Devontae almost won.
He almost did it. Oh my gosh. Rigged! You know, Christian, if you won, I would have said rigged too.
Damn, Terry, you won! I was like, yesterday when I was like, well, Terry followed the instructions, so most likely she's gonna be the winner. And then everybody was like, oh, well, I get this too. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, then Terry's not the only one. Well, so Tevin Jones gets the $25 Amazon gift card, and Terry, what game do you want?
I would like to have Odyssey, please.
You get Assassin's Creed Odyssey then. So do you want it on, like, is it?
I'll do, can you do digital?
Yeah, that works. Like,
yeah, I'll do digital for PS4.
Digital for PS4, okay.
Yeah.
Now I just gotta figure out how to do that. Okay.
You should be able to just buy like a digital code off of it. You go to GameStop. You can even go on Amazon. You can buy a digital code.
Yep.
Okay, buy a digital code and then.
And then just give me, and then no, just send me. You can just send me the code, like.
Yep. That's what you do.
You can like DM it to me here on Discord or on Facebook.
Okay, I'll do that.
Right.
Yeah.
This way you don't have to pay for shipping too.
Okay. Now remember, y'all gotta give me around December, okay?
All right. Otherwise, yeah, Christian says you could do a gift. You could gift the game on PlayStation Network too.
Right.
Normally, I would have gotten it for Xbox, but I have Origin on PS4, so it would just make sense to get the other one on PS4.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Yes. So let's see. How do I? Well, I pretty much announced it on there, but I want to keep track of it though, so I know the specifics. I had a notepad right here. It was like my first giveaway ever. Like I was like, oh shit, like it was cool. Like
it'll give me something to use my PS4 for, because I literally haven't used it in a couple months. There has been nothing. No, I haven't used it in a couple months.
You used it a couple days ago. What?
No, I didn't.
You didn't play Spider-Man PS4?
Fine. That's the first time I used it in like 3+ months. With Spider-Man.
She's like, I've used it in months.
Fine. Spider-Man was the first game I used on my PlayStation in over 3 months. In over 3 months.
Awesome.
I forgot about the Spider-Man. You're right. But yeah, no, I barely use my PlayStation. I barely use it.
Don't, but I mean, like, it's like, wow.
All the games I play are PC or Xbox. I don't need the damn PS4. You know?
Right? Well,
I'm just like I told Danny, like, I really do appreciate you guys like participating in this because it helps with the game. I had to the survey was supposed to verify some things before we moved on with move forward with the process, and now we know like where to improve at. Like, yeah, in it didn't say like, well, what is your opinion? But people, they left feedback when I asked them questions about God of War and Assassin's Creed and Witcher. I asked them like why they like those games, and then the feedback they put there, I looked at it, I'm like, oh, so this is how we can improve Bullet. This is perfect.
There you go. All right, so
yeah, so
congrats to myself and to it was Treyon, right? Was that the right name?
Tevin.
I'm sorry, the name is throwing me off, man. Tevin. So congrats to Tevin for winning the gift card for Amazon, and to me for winning the game. And thank you guys for everybody else, who's been watching. We are gonna wrap it up. We've we made the time limit. I don't have any other topics left. I mean, if you guys want a final round, I can do one.
No,
you good? All right, then we're not gonna do it.
We're taking your life, though. I told Quiet we're taking your life.
Loses the game because she can't say his name.
Yeah.
Oh,
you can't say his name. You lose a life because you can't say his name, and you lost a life because you totally forgot you played Spider-Man.
I lost 2 lives, but that still means I'm still in it because we start with 6. So I'm fine.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
You even told the beginning of the stream, yeah, I've been playing Spider-Man.
No, I didn't. Did I?
Yes, you
no,
did.
I forgot about it. You reminded me, didn't you? No, that was Spyro you reminded me on.
Yeah, Wow, yeah, Terry.
Dude!
Are you like asleep?
Dude, I literally stream 40 hours a week on Twitch. I don't remember from day to day what the hell I'm doing. They all blur together.
Now you sound like me. I don't
they
know
all
what I
blur
did.
together. Only thing I can remember, I forgot. I literally, 30 some hours of that was freaking Tomb Raider, and I forgot. All right, so like literally, I can't. My mind's going to mush. But yeah, no. But thank you everybody for hanging out. We've had a lot of people show up today. So shout outs to Quiet, to Christian. Here we had through the chat. Make sure I get everybody that was speaking up on here today.
Anthony was in there, I saw.
Yeah, Anthony was there. John was there today.
Yep.
I think that's everybody. Oh, and then Your Fling was here, and Alucard was here, and Mario, and I think that covers everyone. So thank you all for watching the show. It means the world to us. You guys are amazing. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to us on YouTube. We do the podcast every Saturday. You guys can come back and check it out. Normally we have more hosts here, more co-hosts and whatnot, but some of them are away on vacation or sick, so they weren't able to make it today. Make sure you guys tune in for that. We are all over social media. We have our Facebook page, we have a Patreon, we have our Discord, we have lots of stuff. Man, we have a Twitch. You guys can follow us on Twitch. Danny did a stream on there last night. Mike does streams on there for games, so make sure you follow the Twitch channel too. All the links should be in the description, so you guys can check that out. So yeah, anything else you guys want to add?
I was gonna say we might not be on live next week because next week is Thanksgiving, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be doing a lot of things. So just give a heads up. We might.
I guess. I mean, technically, Thanksgiving's 2 days before the show.
I mean, I know you, Terry. You'll celebrate, holidays.
Technically, next week Saturday, in case we don't do a show, next week Saturday is my birthday. So I guess if you want to say happy birthday, there you go.
Right.
I guess I'll have to hype up my own birthday because we might not be on the air. But yes, next week Saturday is my birthday. So
there you go.
We'll see if we have a show. I mean, I have no problem doing one. Honestly, because Thanksgiving is Thursday, but I understand that people have, they might stay with it for the weekend, but I would think most people would have Thursday off from work anyway. Not everybody. I mean, gas stations and grocery stores and stuff will be open,
I probably will be busy.
But, retail people will still be working, but outside of that, I think a lot of people get the day off.
Right.
But yeah, you know, we'll see. Maybe we'll have a show. I don't know. Guess we'll have to find out if we'll have to ask the other members and see if they're going to be around that day.
All right.
All right. But yeah, check us out on social media. Follow us everywhere. All the good stuff.
Thank you, everyone, for following us and supporting us. We, like I said, you mean the world to us. This is Big Mike signing out over here.
Yes, and make sure you guys check out bulletgame.com, and so that way, you know, Trey can, you know, get that, you know, extra support for his game because he's been working hard on it, right? And follow him on Instagram. What was the name of that one again?
Tenacious Trey. I'll put it in the thing again.
Yeah, follow him on Instagram because then you'll get more updates on the development of the game. Make sure you guys do that as well.
And then we're releasing the next demo like very soon, ideally next week as well. So those of you who did the survey and put in your email addresses, you will be getting it. The demo link. Let's see what I could do.
Alright, so that should cover it, you guys. So check out his game, you know, follow us everywhere else, and we'll catch you guys maybe next week. Otherwise, we'll come back after the holiday. All right, so thank you all for being here. Taking off.